Hi, my name's Mindy Hilton. Welcome to my cozy kitchen here in Northern California. Today I'm going to be making a grilled peaches and cream pie. And growing up as a kid, we grew our own peaches, we had our own strawberry patch, and it was a lot of fun just being able to grow our own things and enjoy them. And I remember we used to get these bad sunburns on our backs from being bent over picking strawberries. And my mom, of course, got the worst sunburn because us being little, she did most of the work. And it was a labor of love, and she made the best preserves and pies for us. And I think my favorite, even though I loved her strawberry pie, my favorite I think had to be her peach preserves. And I could just eat that out of the jar if I wanted to, if she would let me, if I could do it without her catching me. And I know towards the end of the year when we'd start to run out of our preserves, she would always let me have some of the peach preserves with ice cream, which was another one of my favorites. So today we're going to be grilling up some peaches, and we're going to make our own Philadelphia honey nut ice cream to go on top of them. So it's going to be so delicious. I hope you'll keep watching to find out how to make it. Okay, for our grilled peaches, what I've done is I've just taken 2 peaches and I've cut them in half, taken, the seed out. And I find that a melon baller works the best to kind of scoop out that seed. And it's all right if you scoop out more than just the seed, because that's going to just leave a little bit more room for our Philadelphia cream cheese ice cream that we've made. And what I'm going to do is, and then you take the skin off, and then I'm going to just dip it. And now you don't have to do this, but I just find it adds just a nice little flavor to just dip it in some butter. And I'm using the light butter because that's what I had, but you by all means use whatever you have on hand. And then after you go through the butter, then you're going to just go and dip it in a little bit of brown sugar. And I'm going to do that with the rest of my peaches, and then I'm going to take them out to my grill. Okay, the pie part of our dish is we're going to be using these store-bought mini graham cracker pie crusts. And what I found is I'm not talented enough to get the graham cracker crust out without taking the time to just put an egg wash on it and put it in the oven for 5 minutes. That'll kind of make the shell a little bit harder, and then you can get it inside without breaking into your beautiful serving dish. And of course you could serve it just straight out of the tin if you like, but it's going to look very beautiful like this. Alright, your ice cream, it's probably going to be best if you make it a day ahead of time, which is great. I love to be able to kind of, if I'm having guests over, get a few things done ahead of time. So, unless you have one of those amazing freezers that freeze up everything real quickly. But what I did was I just took 24 ounces of vanilla ice cream, and this is a lighter ice cream. It's made with non-fat milk. And then I took my container of my Philadelphia honey nut spread. I put both of those in a blender, along with just a 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, about a 1/2 teaspoon of orange zest, and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And just blended them up, and then put them back in the container. And if it doesn't all fit, what I found, I had to eat the rest of it that didn't fit, which was very delicious. But then you're going to put it back in your freezer and let it set up. I just wanted to show you those grill marks on those peaches. Oh, this makes the peaches just taste even better, because it kind of caramelizes that brown sugar and the natural sugar from the peaches on top. And it only takes like a minute or 2 on each side in that barbecue at about 350 degrees. And of course you could do this on an indoor grill if you liked, if it was too windy or you didn't want to mess with the barbecue. But I just wanted you to get a good look at those. Don't they look great? Okay, I'm going to show you how to assemble this, and it is so easy. We've got our little mini pie crust in there, and I'm just going to take a scoop of that ice cream that we made with that Philadelphia cream cheese honey nut spread. So good, and it looks so pretty with the flecks of cinnamon and orange zest. And again, let this set up. Mine's still a little soft, but that's okay, because we're going to set that really warm and beautiful peach on top that we grilled. Whew. Looks so good. And kind of squish that down a bit. And then we're going to take another scoop of that ice cream. And like I said, this ice cream is so good, you could serve just the ice cream for dessert if you want, but this just puts it over the top. And I'm thinking about my mama today and the great peaches that she made us, the peach preserves that I loved. And now I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of honey on top. Ooh, and that looks gorgeous. And I'm going to sprinkle some crushed nuts. And you could put whipped topping on this if you wanted to, or whip up some cream, but it's going to be heaven just like this. And of course our vegetables. Can you see how beautiful that looks? Oh, so good. I'm going to dive in. I hear my 1-year-old over there. I think he wants to dive in too. You next, honey, you next. Yeah. So good, so creamy, thanks to our Philadelphia cream cheese. My little secret ingredient in there. Mom, I wish I could mail this to you. Love you. Now doesn't that look amazing? And it was so easy. You've got that graham cracker crust pie, and then you've got a scoop of that delicious Philadelphia cream cheese ice cream that we made with the honey nut, our beautiful grilled caramelized peach, another scoop of ice cream, some crushed nuts, and of course our mint as a garnish. We got to eat our green vegetables, right? Beautiful. I cannot wait to dive in.